Hi there. Sorry for bothering you, man. Is this your house?
Who are you?
I'm a TikToker. I just want to ask, what do you do for a living?
I'm a rapper and I sell Girl Scout cookies.
Essentially what I do is I show luxury real estate and I approach the homes and I ask the homeowners what it is they do for a living. And I had a lot of spare time on my hands and I was basically living off of stimulus checks. I never lived in a home like the ones I feature, and I don't really know a lot of people that did. So I had this internal question, you know, even when I would do location scouting, what do they do? I did my research and I found that no one was doing it with houses. No one was going up to homes and asking this question, yet a lot of people were curious about it. So I created my first video, second video, third video. By about the fifth video, I had, I think around 50 to like 70 million views. And I knew that I created something that was important and was gonna take a lot of my time to continue to grow.
What do you do for a living? What does your dad do for a living? What do you do for a living? I just wanted to know, what do you do for a living?
Private investor and federal officer.
What was your first job?
First job, McDonald's.
Every city has a different look and feel to it. And with that, there's different price points of homes. There's different land value of homes. There's different answers to what they do. Different cities have different popular occupations. Here in Houston, there's been a lot of people that are in the oil industry or chemical engineers. I met a lot of those, or just engineers in general. A home that is like a beautiful home in Houston might be 1.5 million. You take that same home and you put it in South Florida and it might be worth 15 million. So there's a huge discrepancy in cost of living, or, you know, just differences depending on what city and state you're in. What I come to find is some people, they make a lot of money on things that you wouldn't think make a lot of money. For example, I met a guy in Toronto and he made a fortune and he sold cat litter. What I've found is that very successful people generally don't do one thing. What ends up happening, and one of the most common things, is if you become successful doing something and you earn some wealth, what a lot of these people do is they invest in real estate. They buy up all sorts of different properties and they then have equity on these properties. In terms of what's a common thing I hear from people answering the doors, you would like to think it's like a lawyer or a doctor or you know, something along those lines. But what I would say is the most successful people and the most common answers are things that you don't sell your time for. A lawyer sells his time for $500 an hour. And that's a lot. He makes $500 an hour, but he always, forever, will have to sell his time for the money. The very successful people have created something where they don't sell their time. They sell a product, they sell a service, and they're not the ones doing it. It's sold off a shelf. They could be on a beach and they're still making money.